starch madness. We are moving into the domestic sweet division, where we will start off with our first match, the Butterscotch Krimpets versus the Lotus Biscoff cookies.
Yeah, this is going to be great.
This is good. Now,
It's
I am
a little
not familiar
rich.
with the Krimpets. I don't
never
know
had
that
a
I've
Krimpet?
had the Krimpet, no.
Oh, so the bizarre fact.
Oh.
The Butterscotch Krimpets, made by Tastycake, the Tastycake brand, which you can't get in a lot of parts of the country, actually. Yeah,
interesting.
So they were big. They were like one of my grandmother, my father's side, her favorite snacks.
Oh yeah.
So much so that my cousins, when she was buried, put Butterscotch Krimpets into the casket with her.
Well,
Yep.
wow,
that's a love
testimony to.
I mean, right? Take them to the afterlife. I mean, it's like what they did with mummies back in the day.
Yeah,
you know,
the gypsies, they got your jar and you
the
have your
coins
Krimpets
on
in
the
your
eyes
jar.
and that sort of thing. Yeah, well, here, Krimpets apparently.
You want to give Caron a Butterscotch Krimpet and he'll take you across the river Styx?
Not Karen.
Not Karen. That's a different person that's in hell.
Jeez. Ouch. Sorry, Karen. Ow.
Sorry. Not any particular Karen, just the concept of. Anyway, so shall we delve into the Krimpets and the Biscoffs?
Yes,
so we've got the Tastycake Krimpets there.
Krimpets.
Kind of a pound cake looking kind of thing.
Yeah.
Very nice. And the Lotus Biscoff cookies, and in this case, they come in the nice sort of American Airlines friendly snack pack.
Don't bring that up.
That's where you get them, though, man. That's where I fell in love with the Biscoff cookie. So
those are a favorite of yours?
These are very much a favorite of mine. And I'll tell you what is...
You need the coffee with those,
yeah, see, the coffee really does add a lot of flavor, a lot of depth to it. And I'll tell you another thing about the Biscoff, while you're wrestling with the box.
I don't want to destroy the box.
Have you seen the Biscoff spread?
I've never seen the Bishop spread.
The Biscoff spread.
No, I've never seen the Biscoff.
The Bishop will spread as well, but that's not as good. But yeah, it comes like a peanut butter, and you spread it on stuff, and it is
really
unbelievable.
Where do you get that? Like Trader Joe's or something?
I don't know if Trader Joe's has it, but I want to say that I've seen it in Publix.
I've seen a cookie butter spread before there.
It's along the same.
No, not cookie. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it's along the same lines. You'll find it in your specialty peanut butters.
What do you want to start with here?
Well, let's start with the Krimpet. I want to see what is so good.
I should describe this. So this is made by Tastycake, as we talked about.
Yes.
It's a sponge cake with butterscotch icing.
Butterscotch icing. The icing is what makes it butterscotch.
Baked deliciously since 1914.
And they last a long time, apparently.
Into the afterlife.
Wow.
And so I got to tell you, I don't think they make these the same way they did when I was a kid.
Yeah? So many things are like that, though.
Yeah, well, I think that they probably don't use like the cancer-causing and heart-stopping products that they once did.
Probably true, yeah.
Like the fully hydrogenated oils and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, because when I was a kid, what would happen is that the icing would you always have one that stuck to the top.
Yeah.
And that never happens anymore.
No, something has changed in the icing and has made it non-stick. Mm-hmm. That's a little scary.
So I'm going to offer you your choice here.
It's a sort of an Alexander Hamilton choose your pistol kind of moment.
That's right.
I will go with the one here on the left.
There you go. Oh, look, I got more icing.
Yeah, you did. This is a wishbone.
It's like a wish.
Did you make a wish?
I didn't. I should have.
All right. So it's a cakey treat.
Yeah, that's a lot. I'm going to eat half of it. Let's see. Oh. All right. The sounds.
I was hoping the mics aren't sensitive enough because that is a very interesting sound that your mouth makes when you eat a krimpet. It's very good though.
Right? I like to try it on its own too, like the.
That is as inert as the as the icing is. It's almost alarming how separate it is and from everything else on the cake. Okay. That's so true.
It is it's a substantial snack.
It is. Yeah, you don't need like one packet has 2 of those things in it. That's going to do you for
A
good
week.
bet. Week. It possibly, yeah. It can be quite dense.
Yeah, it's good. It's got good the sponge cake part. It's good density to it. It's not too. It's not flaky. It's not. It's
Certainly
not,
well made. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too greasy either.
There's a little.
Your fingers aren't, but they're not like a lot of. They're not buttery. And I gotta tell you, it's not as good. It's good, but it's not as good as when I was a kid.
Yeah. Now, do you think that's
No, I'm thinking they've changed it.
they have changed anything?
Yeah, yeah. It's probably not going to kill me in 7 hours, like the other one threatened to do.
As disappointing as that is.
I know.
Right. So, as we move
Let's
on
try
to
your
the Lotus.
Biscoff.
Now, this is since 1932
Oh,
Lotus.
so not quite 1914, but
No, this is the young whippersnapper of this particular matchup.
and mind you, we're not drinking. We're not. This is most properly taken with coffee
Yeah, absolutely. These were almost designed specifically to be
or tea,
eaten with coffee.
and these are just a handful. It's just a handful of natural ingredients. No artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Non-GMO, vegan friendly.
2 cookies, 70 calories.
I'll have half of one. Oh, got some flakiness to it.
Cinnamon, wheat flour,
And I stored it. That's great.
brown sugar syrup. Well, that sounds good. I'll have some of that by itself. Contains wheat and soy. So,
Definitely smell the cinnamon. Oh, that's lovely.
no. Now, we'll point out that even though this is in the domestic division, it does say that it is a product of Belgium. I was not aware of that.
Oh, so you have committed quite the international incident here.
Customs and Border Patrol is probably looking for these cookies now. And they're not going to find them because I'm going to eat them.
Leave it to the Belgians to sneak one in.
They are really known for that. They get the foothold in with the waffle. And then it's all over.
Camel's nose. Yep.
Now this is
It's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
you got kind of a.
What do you? I'm like.
It's not quite. It's not like spicy like a spice cake, but it's got that same kind of feel to it. The taste.
Yeah, I mean it's more substantial. It's more of a cookie than an American. It's in American terms. It's more of a biscuit, as the British would say,
Yes.
in terms of a consistency. But it kind of has a little bit of the flavor of a cinnamon cracker.
Yeah, certainly.
Right? Not as sweet as a cinnamon cracker, and it's more substantial. It'll hold together.
Yeah, I think so, man.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
That's nice. You ate both of yours. That's.
I did. I find it difficult not to.
Would you like to have mine? Another one? I found it delicious, but I don't want to.
We've got a lot of matchups to get through here.
That's my concern. That's my concern. Okay, well, what are your verdicts?
I'm gonna have to go with the Biscoff. I really do like the Krimpets,
Yeah,
but I think the Biscoff edges it out a little.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to dip a crimpet in like a nice mug of tea or coffee.
No, the tea, the entire thing would go up into the Krimpet.
Like that.
And then the thing, it would be like a 5-pound snack, butterscotch.
You could
Krimpet.
actually, if you just had the right proportion of tea, you could actually just set it in, and the tea becomes one with the sponge cake. That could be
You could
interesting.
serve the tea in the sponge
And then
cake.
eat it with a spoon.
Ooh. Now, like an interesting kind of bread pudding or something. That's I think some experimentation is warranted there.
Maybe on fondue night we will.
There it is. That's a very specific, interesting kind of fondue on that one. Some might call that a fondant, but I say it's a fondue.
It's a reverse. It's an inverse fondue.
So there you have it. Biscoff edges out the Butterscotch Krimpets for the first matchup in the domestic sweets division, round 1 of this year's Starch Madness. So make sure to come back and see the next matchup as we continue after this.